Good morning, students. Here is the solution of the examples which were given to you on yesterday. Write a pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. So we have to take two integers whose sum is minus 7. First integer is 2 and second integer is minus 9. 2 plus minus 9, that is equal to 2 plus minus minus, that is minus 9 is equal to minus 7. We can do one more example, 3 and minus 10. 3 plus minus 10, when we solve it then it becomes 3 minus 10, that is equal to minus 7. Now next is write a pair of integers whose difference is minus 5. Now we have to subtract the two integers and the difference of that two integer is minus 5. Minus 12 and minus 7. We take first integer greater, that is minus 12 and minus 7. When minus 7 is subtracted from the minus 12, then sign change plus 7. 12 plus minus 12 plus 7 is equal to minus 5. Take one more example. Minus 11 and minus 6. That is minus 11 minus minus 6, that is equal to minus 11 plus 6, that is equal to minus 5. Now next is write a pair of integers whose difference is 6. We have to take minus 3 and minus 9. Then minus 3 minus minus 9 minus minus plus minus 3 plus 9 is equal to 6. Now absolute value of 9 is greater than minus 3, so answer is plus 6. Take one more example. Minus 4 and minus 10. Minus 4 minus minus 10, that is equal to minus 4 plus 10, that is equal to 6. Next is write a pair of integers whose sum is 0 but difference is 12. Now difference is 12, that means if the sum is 0, then that means both the integers are same. We take 6 and minus 6. Now when we add these, 6 plus minus 6, that will become 2. 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. But when subtract 6 minus minus 6, that become 6 plus 6, that is equal to 12. So 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Now third example is write a pair of integers whose sum gives a negative integer. Now first integer we take minus 6 and second integer we take 3. Now the sum, whose sum gives negative integer. Minus 6 plus 3, that is equal to minus 3, that is a negative integer. Now next is write a pair of integers whose sum gives 0. Two integer like 7 and minus 7. The sum of 7 plus minus 7 is equal to 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. You can take two digits integers, 6 and 6, that is 6 and 6 minus 6. 6 plus minus 6, that is equal to 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Now third part is write a pair of integers whose sum gives an integer smaller than both the integers. We take minus 2 and minus 3. Now the sum of these two sum is equal to minus 2 plus minus 3, that is equal to minus 2 minus 3, that is minus 5. So minus 2 is greater than minus 5 and minus 3 is also greater than minus 5. Now fourth part is write a pair of integers whose sum gives an integer smaller than only one of the digits. Only one of the digits we can take 3 and minus 5. Now sum of these, sum is equal to 3 plus minus 5, that is equal to 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. So minus 2 is less than 3, but minus 2 is greater than minus 5. So these two integers, the sum of these two integers is greater than one integer, that is minus 2 is less than 3, but minus 2 is greater than minus. Now write a pair of integers whose sum gives an integer greater than both the integers. Whose sum is given? Yes, we take both the positive integers like 4 and 6. The sum is equal to 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Then 10 is greater than 4 and 10 is greater than 6 also. Next, fourth example is write a pair of integers whose difference gives a negative integer. So pair of these two integers is 3 and 5. If we take a difference, now we have to take a difference, 3 minus 5 difference, that is equal to minus 2 here, which is a negative integer, is a negative integer. Write a pair of integers whose difference is 0. We have to take both the negative, minus 2 and minus 2. The difference of minus 2 minus minus 2, that is difference, that is equal to minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. Next is write a pair of integers whose difference gives an integer smaller than both the integers, like 4 and minus 3. Difference is minus 3 minus minus 4, that is equal to minus 3, plus 4, that is equal to plus 1. No, minus 4, only 4, that is minus 4 minus 7, sorry, that is minus 7. Now minus 7 is less than minus 3 and minus 7 is less than minus 4 also. Here plus 4 is there, minus 3 minus plus 4 is there, then minus 3 minus 4 is equal to minus 7. Now write a pair of integers whose difference gives an integer greater than only one of the integers. We have to take 7 or 2 or 6 or 3, you can take any. Difference is equal to 7 minus 2 is equal to 3, 7 minus 2 is equal to 5, sorry, 7 is minus 2 is equal to 5, so 5 is greater than 2 and 5 is less than 7. So an integer greater than only one of the integer, that means the answer is 5. 5 is greater than 2 but 5 is less than 7. Now write a pair of integers whose difference gives an integer greater than both the integers. Now suppose minus 2 and minus 3. Now their difference is minus 2 minus minus 3, that is equal to minus 2 plus 3, that is equal to 1. So 1 is greater than minus 2 and 1 is greater than minus 3 also. Now fifth example is write the sum of integers 58 minus 236 minus 58 64 and 200 minus 200. Write down 58 minus 236 plus minus 58 plus minus 64 plus minus 200. Now open the bracket, 58 minus 236 minus 58 plus minus minus plus minus minus 64 minus 200. Now minus 58 and 58 they cancel each other, go both, and minus 236 minus 64 minus 200. To make a calculation easy, we have to add this first, because the sum of these two is minus 300 and minus 200, so total sum is equal to minus 500. Thank you.